Alright, we are back. Okay. So, where is this ritual happening?
We have three choices. Either we go to the crag, we go on a rowboat and just do it in the middle of the ocean, or we do it on the ship.
Needs to be in the center, Trish. Whether that's on the ship or not. I don't know if the ship.
So you want to do it in the midst of a rowboat? Is what I'm hearing? There is the floating dock as well.
Yeah. Here's that floating dock. Yeah. That might be the best option.
It's your ritual.
It just needs to be at the right spot. So, I think we get the floating dock there.
Okay.
It's going to do the trick.
So this floating dock is pretty big. Because it was, meant to be like a trading post type deal. So, let's see. Alright, y'all got, did I move y'all to the tactical screen? Yeah, okay. So, is everyone on the floating dock? Or rather, who is on the floating dock? Yeah.
Viper and Billiam, minimum.
I'd like to help with the ritual, if I can.
Okay. Who else is on the dock?
A person who can do magical healing almost certainly will be useful. We're gonna need a surgeon to
The best kind of qualified.
take care of my half of it, which V did last time.
I am technically qualified.
Understandable.
I think I'll leave Gentleman Moose on the ship, though.
Would it be fair to say 2 days of rest have occurred since last time?
Such a considerate captain.
Also, I made everybody coffee this morning.
2 days? Yeah, sure.
How many hands
What do you mean by how
is
many
that,
hands?
that book that I got from
Oh,
the fish people?
right. It can be one-handed.
You said that it counts as
You can just
a
hold-
mage
well,
pouch that does extra damage.
Actually, it would be one-handed medium.
Okay.
So Dorothy's gonna have to hold it two-handed. She's small.
All right, we need to take time out from this adventure.
It's not
to
a matter
commission
of
carpenter to
reading
make
the
a
book.
stairway for me.
I can just do that. I can hold a book. I'm very talented. I can flip the pages too.
I just need it grafted onto me.
Lots of hands. I'm very dexterous. You know, sometimes I turn the pages for the pianist in the orchestra.
Actually,
That coming up.
there is an option for me to graft weapons
While
onto my
still
body.
performing in the opera.
Well, yeah. Oh, we all gotta start somewhere, you know.
For the book, it lets you.
How much extra? What are the rules
use
of
the
that again?
empower spell trick against sparked.
Let me look up empowered spell.
Plus one reflex saves from like triple shot for breakfast this morning.
So, anything else? Or is this good to go?
Seems right. I wanted some of the crew in shouting distance and the rest of the crew on the ship at more than a shouting distance. In
Okay.
case stuff goes really weird.
Do you have a
So I just
choice
have
of
that
who
on
is
the
within
record.
shouting distance?
As true. Let's say, Maybelle and whatever crew Maybelle carries
Okay.
to take
And
with her.
the reason for them being there is to fight if necessary. Okay.
Yeah, or yeah, just in case.
Come save our asses if we all
You're
start
bringing
dying.
your painter
Yeah, and
onto the raft.
Bixby should be here. I want all of this to be well documented.
Shouting distance. Okay, I guess they're on the boat
I am.
along with
They don't have to be on the raft. They just have to be
the
in
others.
eyesight and shouting distance.
Okay. All right. So, how does this kick off?
Well, V, I guess your part's up first. Still got that sharp knife.
Still do have the kit. All right. Don't suppose. Well, do we have anything that's like numbing, or is this just the old days? You
We
got
have
anything, Dorothy?
alcohol.
That's-
Yes, we have alcohol. And more alcohol.
I think
Great.
it'll be fine if I can take a bullet through my arm and keep walking. This is
Oh, all right. Well, this is a little bit more involved than a bullet, but you know, I like your attitude. I really do. It's heartening.
Last time V amputated half of Viper's arm, she healed her wound.
Yeah, that's fine.
So-
Listen. Okay, well, here's
Viper has ultimate confidence in your ability to do this quickly.
horrible. Okay, all right, let's take that arm off. Let's help you lose some weight, buddy.
It's only half of it up to the elbow. It's not that. I mean, it's still several pounds.
Unless it does go really bad.
I'm rolling a die. I'm rolling this die. I do have men of reason, so if this goes really bad, then it doesn't go
Yeah.
really bad. But, you know. Which it doesn't. so
Yep.
That's a, I mean, it's not great, but it's not a crit fail. Which means it happens because of men of reason.
Yeah. Okay.
So don't suffer an error. So hooray.
Yeah, so Viper's like, I think, sitting cross-legged, and we have her arm like up on a barrel or something, where V's doing the deed, and Viper's
Mhm.
kind of just eyes closed, teeth gritted, breath held.
I need you to breathe, buddy. I don't need you passing out right now.
Well, I think that won't happen unless you're really slow.
You see, hurts more when I breathe.
Well, I don't know how quick it is with a 10
Yikes.
total, but you know.
You got 6.5 hours.
Oh, jeez.
I don't think
Yeah.
it takes that long, but it does take much longer than I would have liked it to. Right? That's how this works, Austin?
Okay.
Okay.
Is-
Well,
Viper, is
Arms
this
off.
technically part of
Trying
the
to
ritual?
cut off the arm with a scalpel.
Or is this just like prepping the materials?
Ugh.
Yeah.
are you just excited to have one less arm?
Oh, do you mean has the
Okay.
ritual officially begun? I don't think the capital
All
R
right.
ritual officially
So,
begins
you've-
until the spike is driven. Or maybe when the oath is recited. Which after wrapping this arm up and we got to get Billiam
Yeah,
situated.
he's looking real anxious.
And
But
get him ready
he hasn't
to,
like dived in the in the bay and gone away.
do the thing. Yeah, no. After I don't think Viper even gets up after after we get the arm wrapped up. And she just sort of cause the implantation will
Okay.
happen after
So
the spike is driven, so he won't be awake for that part. So
Something?
yeah. She just sort of beckons him over, and she's still as tall as he is, even though she's sitting down. And
yeah,
puts her
sure.
hand on the back of his head and looks into his eyes and says, "Are we ready?" Okay. He's got the spike, and I'll take his hand in my hand and position it over his heart. And here we go. All right, kid. Repeat after me.
I am the Graven Guard. I am the will of the ashes.
I am the Graven Guard. I am the will of the ashes.
I am the earth set adrift. I will be a living spear driven to the heart of the storm.
To the heart of the storm.
I am the pain of mercy and the child of the tides.
I am the pain of mercy and the child of the tides.
You cannot kill me, for I am about to die.
You cannot kill me, for I am about to die.
His eyes go
Viper
wide,
puts her forehead against his,
and the breath rushes
together,
from his lungs.
They drive and spike. And she lays him down. And
Oh no, I got an idea. So Dorothy,
don't have a set idea on where the worm is coming from.
well, you definitely feel the energy gathering. You are very close. I don't remember how close you were the last time that Viper did this ritual with Otis, but you are very close right now, so you can feel all the power gathering. V, I think you even can feel like a tingling you've never sensed before. I mean, you've got a soul. You can feel there's like a tugging. I don't have the words to describe it. Dorothy, how are you modifying this ritual?
We were modifying it so that instead of bringing Viper and William's souls to the liminal place where the
so
death
what does it
god
look like
exists,
as Dorothy
we're
makes that
bringing
modification?
Death God to where the souls currently are.
Okay.
I think she has put down a glyph of invitation.
All right, give me a spellcasting check.
Yes. Will do.
It's kind of like writing its true name in magical runes.
Well, I do have magical writing.
Give me a spellcasting check for arcane writing and one for the ritual
spell.
modifications.
Arcane writing, yeah. Okay. I'm going to have I haven't checked the thing yet, but I'm going to be using my Magic's kit for the Mage's pouch for this, which it's a masterwork, so I get a crit on 3 less, and right now I get a crit on 17, so I'll get a crit on
14 to 20.
14 to 20, yeah. So 30 for the arcane ruins. And I am not cursed.
Make the okay.
And then for the summoning,
all right.
26.
So you tap into the power you can feel building, and you put out that invitation to the ether to bring forth Heldam Trow. Viper, you can feel the differences that Dorothy is making to the ritual. I think it's probably like hearing the same song, but like in a different key, you know? like the difference between a minor and a major key of the same song. And so where do you go from here? Billiam has died in your arms tonight.
V, the arms.
Yes. What? Yes. What? I'm attaching this now?
Yes.
Okay. Great. Okay.
Do it now or do it when he's awake.
Fair. I'll just roll it. I'll just do this medicine thing really quick. I did way better on
Got
that than
them
I
hot
did.
hands.
So hey, got the warm up out of the way. Just
Yeah.
ready to go
All
for
right.
the rest of the surgery. For the
So
rest
you
of the
get
day,
those
so if
onto
anybody needs
Billiam's
anything,
ribs.
now's the time.
No problem. And I think you can even see that there's something arcane that's sort of helping the process along, unsurprisingly. The
Oh, so the failure is all mine, but what I succeed,
Not what I
there's
meant.
Definitely something magical happening, guys.
Absolutely.
God.
so
It's fine.
the
It's fine. We're all
the raft
fine here.
begins rocking
Ah,
as
achievement unlocked.
the
actual
energy
spit take
builds
on-
for the ritual, and the water around the raft begins boiling, not literally, but it's looks like a heavy rain is hitting the water. But of course, there's nothing actually hitting the water. It's just thrashing about. So, how long does this ritual usually take, Viper?
Well, I think
Yeah.
when we did it with Otis, it
And you have to
was,
like, what's your part in the next
a
steps?
few minutes before he woke back up. Well, traditionally,
Yeah.
the part in the next steps
Okay.
is just comforting and caring for them while they recover physically from being dead.
All right then.
Nothing mystical about that part.
So, like I said, the water thrashes about, and y'all give me a notice check, please.
Uh, 21 for Viper.
That's a 7 for me. Looks good. Looks normal.
13 for Dorothy, and then this one. Sorry, wisdom.
Okay. Y'all will probably pass this roll.
11 for Foxglove.
I would be very surprised if Viper at least does not. They get a 14. Okay. So, except for Viper, everyone is caught off guard as you are all focused on Billiam or on modifying the ritual. As things begin to rise out of the water. And no, it's not whale skeletons. It is
Fucking skeletons.
rebel skeletons. Because,
Whale skeletons?
as a reminder, y'all are doing this right above. Yeah. So,
It's directly on top of their mausoleum.
Right.
those are ghosts. Those are Grevel ghosts.
I'm curious as to what these purple flame poofy looking things are. Oh, sweet. Hell yeah, about to punch a ghost.
Hell yeah.
Right, okay. Yeah. Okay. So I am going to need everybody's initiative. And then there will be a surprise round for the Undead and Viper. Poor dear.
Well, thanks to sacrificing one of my feet, so I only get to roll initiative once.
Okay, so Viper
It's only a
21. Dorothy got a 7. Oh. Okay. Foxglove.
No, that was Foxglove.
And what did V
Dorothy
get?
got a 4.
Ay, ay, ay. Okay, hopefully you've gotten those,
Very good.
Yeah,
gotten those ones out of your
Right,
system.
Initiative. 3 and 4.
We got a 24.
Plus 4 plus 6. Okay. Okay, well. Everybody going before Dorothy. Tins got a 5. I'll just pop that up. There we go. Okay. So Viper, you spot these skeletal and spectral hands reaching up out of the disturbed waters and begin pulling themselves up onto the raft. You are the only one who catches this as Billiam is in your arms. V, what are you focused on that you miss this? So is it fair to put you on the other
probably,
side of him across from Viper?
Like,
Okay.
finishing
All
wrapping
right.
Billiam's
And Dorothy, is that a good
fresh
position for
raft.
you where you are? Sort of above, behind Viper as you do your ritual?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think so.
And I guess that's what's got you distracted? All right. So Viper, you spot this. What do? You remember, you get one action. Because it is a surprise round. Yeah. Or a single free action or a single full action. And no 5-foot steps. Well, I mean, that would be a single free action.
So only a single half action. Okay. Okay, so I think what happens is Viper sees the skeletal hand slap up on the deck, and a little ghostly apparition start rising out of the water, and she just
And what does that
teeth
do?
and says, "No," and reflexively casts Death Knell on the corpse of Billiam that's in her hands. You touch a character who died in the current or previous round and gain +1 bonus to strength and casting level. For 1 hour.
Awesome.
Why not?
Hell yes.
I'm sure he wouldn't mind that you're taking from his soul.
Okay. All right. So
He'll
it
get
is
it
the
back.
ghosts' turns. And
Only
let me
borrowing
just
some of that
double check
leftover
their
energy
move
that was in the pocket.
speed. Or is it 30 feet? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they fly at you, and well, technically they're charging you and attacking you all. One attack on each of you, including Foxglove. Let's see, +6 to hit. Okay, so the first one against Dorothy. 11, what's your defense? What's your flat-footed defense, rather? Okay, then.
Sorry. Nope, because I'm with Foxglove. She
13,
has
okay.
lookout.
Okay, so this spectral figure, this translucent Grebel of purple
13.
energy
I don't
swirls
have my shield
about
back.
you. And in spite of being surprised, you're able to avoid it. And now against Foxglove, gets a 22. And what is... it's a touch attack, I believe. Yeah, I mean, it's a melee attack.
Is this a unarmed attack?
What
melee
is
attack?
Foxglove's?
No, that doesn't do it. Her regular defense is 21.
Okay.
If it's melee and unarmed, it's 25, and during her stance, it's +4.
Because then it has to make a reflex save, not actually
Yeah, you hit him,
against
this
its
rat.
defense. Yeah. Okay.
Only way to hit this rat is with a shotgun. Apparently.
All right. So it misses Foxglove. All right. Against V,
Yeah.
14. Yeah. Give me a fortitude save.
Well, the attacker has it, unfortunately. Because that's a tie, right? 14 and 14, the attacker has it, so. Yeah.
This is a fortitude save, though. Oh, okay.
That's a nat 20. Nice.
We have bonuses to reflex because of the coffee. You guys, right? No, I know.
Yes.
I'm just
But yes, that's true.
trying to remember.
All right. Sorry, I took not the best notes on this. Okay, that's fine. It touches you, and that sort of like tingling pull that you felt earlier, this close to the ritual, you can feel like you're getting pulled in a different direction, in the direction of its touch. But you are unharmed. You pull yourself away from this chilling touch it has. And the attack on Viper. 15. I'm gonna guess that's a miss. Yeah. Okay. Alright. It's the skeleton's turns. And what's their movement speed? I know you do.
Yep.
In my brain, and it's not going away.
I just have spooky, scary skeletons on loop in my brain, and it's not going away.
Okay.
How come no
So
one
the
else has ever written a
skeletons
song
are
about
moving in.
skeletons? Where did we go wrong?
Oh, why do we need another one?
You have to sing it as quietly as possible so you don't get copyright stricken.
But that's their turn, since they only get the one half action, and they don't have the charge trick like the ghosts do.
The mouse's ears are big and sensitive.
All right,
Quiet.
V, you're up. What are you gonna do?
Okay. Well, I got 4 free handle item actions per round. I'm gonna use them to draw all my guns.
I think usually
and
there's
I
more.
don't know that that guns really have an effect on ghosts. 'Cause I've never shot a ghost
I was
before, but
going to
feel
just say
like-
that.
I feel like I've shot a skeleton before, and that's had some effect in some kind of direction. So I'm gonna do that.
You have absolutely shot skeletons before. Just most of the time they were inside of meat.
Yeah. I guess technically I've also shot ghosts before. I might have shot these ghosts before.
Okay.
Okay. So, all right, I'm gonna shoot the one to this one to my right. With a boarding pistol. Just give her that. Oops. Which is a 14.
That is a hit. Okay. Alright, let's see if it
Hell
makes
yeah.
its save.
That's 9 damage.
Health 5. That's 5. Okay. And let's see, 9, so it needs to make DC 14. 7, it does not. So, I think you blow one of its arms off, and it like twists backwards, but then turns back to face you.
Well, second first same as the first. I'm gonna shoot it again with another gun that I have.
It does not.
It's another musket. Yeah, it's on a. I'm sorry, it's the boarding pistol again. And that's a 13. That hit.
Yeah, just clean through and through. Okay.
Dang. I guess we know what its defense is.
And do you have any other remaining
Ellis
handle
just
item
goes up to you and
actions?
engages him.
Or any other free actions you want to take? Okay. All right,
I
Viper,
think
what are you
I'm
going to do?
gonna stay here. I don't see any practicality to a 5-foot step. So I'm just gonna do that.
It is a special character. It is the, in fact, yep. It's back for round 2.
Special character or standard?
Oh, V.
It's that brute.
I
that,
forgot. Take 2 stress
last time.
damage. Because you missed one of these. And they are spooky. Death is staring you in the face.
Oh, dang. All right.
Stuff stares her in the face every day.
I had a real long conversation with Dev.
And
Oh, to do
No,
very
you
many
should have no
things.
stress.
Okay, where's that?
you will need to make a will save to resist
Okay.
that stress damage. Because every time you take stress damage, you gotta make a will save.
Should I have stress
You're
from
good.
last
The
time?
DC was
Still?
11.
Okay.
All right. So Viper, what are you laying into?
Okay, that's a 21. Nice.
If I were to say cast a spell called Dominate Undead
No, I don't think it would.
and told one of these small skeletons to fight the big skeleton, would that count as a suicidal command? Okay, then that's what I'm doing.
You don't want to do the other
if-
direction?
Hmm?
You don't
Well,
want
I
to
can't dominate the big one because it's a special character.
How's that?
Okay.
And depending on what their intelligence score is, they might get a saving throw. If it's intelligence score of 5 or
it's-
less,
it's smart
automatically
enough.
fails. 6 or
So
higher,
it gets a
it's
will
success.
save, you say? Alright. I'm gonna spend its KG. So it'll just auto pass.
DC is not very high. So it can be
What does it look like as you try to dominate this undead?
okay. All right. Well, I tried. That's my whole round.
Doesn't look like it.
That's a good question. What is Viper doing for this whole round? I'm trying to. I think what it looks like is she's kind of like
No, that way.
rolled away and dodged an attack and like grabbed it by the shoulders
Okay.
and shoved it at the big one, and then it just turns
Alright.
around and comes back at her
It
again,
is
and
the
she tries to do
ghost's
it again.
turns. Are they gonna do a touchy on each of you?
Yeah, but it just doesn't take.
But they can do it twice this round because they're no longer surprise round. Okay, so Dorothy, that's a 10 and an 8. Those are
Will
both
it touch?
misses, right? Foxglove, you said 20 what? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't hit.
Let me think about how that works.
In fact, you'd rolled a critical fail,
Okay.
which I will activate.
Make a fortitude save for one of the adjacent skeletons. What's their save? 3. Resilience 3 plus 3. Okay. 13. It fails. Yeah. The ghost passes, like, tries to grab Foxglove. Foxglove leaps over it and it flies through the adjacent skeleton, and that skeleton just collapses into a heap of bones. And is okay.
Once again,
And then the
Foxglove, the most
two
effective
touches
party.
on Viper. 11 and 8. Those are misses on Madam V.
Foxglove, the quiet,
11
real
and
protagonist.
25. That one's a hit. Yeah, give me a fortitude save, V. Well, you can't crit fail saves, so that's the good news. The bad news is lower your max vitality by 10. By 10.
I know. That's a crit fail.
And your
By how much?
vitality is at
All right,
42.
uh,
Oh, right.
I'm not that high to begin
No,
with.
because V lost a bunch
Alright.
of max vitality.
Down to 42. Love it. Love to see it. I love that for me.
What is your max vitality?
Vitality should be much higher than that.
Okay, so to be clear, this
that's
isn't
right.
permanent.
I traded it to sing good.
On
or-
account of getting all
but-
old and shit.
It'll take you 8 hours before that comes back.
Well, it was 52. Now it's 42.
Yeah, so that's what these ghosts do. It reaches into you, and you feel it pull something out that you can't see. And there is
Okay.
like a tearing sensation within your body. Okay. What's Foxglove going to do? Uh-huh.
Years.
She's going to enter her underfoot stance, make a 5-foot step here, and then do a bite. So that is
All right. That is a miss. And that's her turn, right?
13.
Okay. It's the Skellyman's turn. Or I guess the Skelly Grubble turn. All right. They swipe at the lot of you with their bone hands. Attack is 5. Oh, that's okay. Plus 7. All right, so we'll do the 4 attacks on Foxglove first. 14, 12, 18, 25. Is 25 a hit? This would be from one of the adjacent ones. From the adjacent one. Oh wait, no, never mind, sorry. The adjacent one is toast. The ghost killed it. That should have only been 2 attacks against Foxglove. So yeah, those all miss.
20.
Alright, on Dorothy.
What?
That's a natural 20.
Yeah.
I'm going to activate that, and then its second
Okay.
attack is a 9, which is a miss, I'm guessing. And then a 15.
Yep. Sure is.
And a natural 1. Does anyone want to activate that? Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
That's a hit.
So 2 hits on Dorothy. What's the strength of these things?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so Dorothy, you take 4 points of wound damage. And 3 points of vitality damage. And, do you have any damage reduction? I don't recall whether or not you have armor.
That's a good question.
There you go.
I do
Okay.
have armor. I have just... Oh, I do.
Alright.
I do have 1 damage reduction.
Okay. And then the ones attacking Viper. So this will be 6 attacks. First, the 4 small ones. 17, 21, 10, and 15. Are any of those hits? Okay, and then the big one gets a natural 20. Okay, so the small one hits you for 5,
Is a hit.
and the big one 5
Fantastic.
vitality, and the big one hits you for 2 wounds, which doesn't get through your damage reduction. Okay.
Should be
And V just like slaps you.
It thought it thought it got a great, just amazing hit on me, and it just it slashes with the claws, and the claw just sort of
Okay, V,
Bounces
then
off
the
of
2 of them
Viper
next to
just
you attack
looks at it
4
like,
times. And what's your defense?
It gets real excited because it
Okay,
notices that one of your
they
arms
hit
is
you
gone.
3
It's like,
times,
oh, I did that.
including
yeah.
one of them gets a critical success and a critical failure. Do you want to activate that? Okay.
That's a 14.
I think I forgot to do something for the previous critical failure. That was against the one against Dorothy, I think? Yes,
Nice.
okay. I forgot to resolve those.
I do want to activate that, yes.
So let me just do the damage V takes. So this is 7 and 5 vitality, minus your damage reduction on each of those. So I think that's 5 and 3. And then the critical hit does not get past your damage reduction. Another lucky instance. Okay. Yeah, okay. So,
Yeah. We bark bros out here.
so the critical error is that these skeletons attacking you, they swing so hard and they miss as you dodge nimbly out of the way, Dorothy and V, and their arms pass through the ghosts, and then they quickly crumple into a pile of bones. Because those ghosts are very deadly against standard characters. They literally just kill them if they fail the fortitude save. Speaking of, it is Dorothy's turn. Dorothy, what are you gonna do? It's a wooden
Put one of these
raft.
ghosts in a bottle.
Whoa!
So what's the area that we're in made out of? Oh, okay. No.
Also, Fireball
mind
doesn't
this,
defend,
then.
like,
Were you
it
gonna
hits
do
your
Southern
allies,
Fire?
right?
Yeah.
And your two
forgot
allies
we
are
were
made
in
out of
one round.
tree?
Fortunately, not before I cast Fireball.
Well, I wasn't sure. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I dropped my mage pouch. My 5-foot step towards Viper.
I wasn't aiming at them.
It's an area of effect spell, Dorothy.
I know. Okay, I drop my mage pouch, my 5-foot step towards Viper, I equip my shield, and then, you know what? I know someone who'd have a lot of fun right now. That is my meat child, new and improved.
Okay.
And I get a crit, so I'm gonna choose not to spend spell points. And Meat Child is born into this world yet
Okay.
again.
And I have given you
Just
control.
sort of slurps up between
Meat
the
Child?
planks,
Yes, yes, it does.
looks at the skeletons and says, "Remember me?"
Okay. So you summon it into the fray. And is that your turn? Okay. Dorothy, you can feel the ritual receding
Anyone
from your
controls Meat
grasp.
Child.
What does that mean?
Okay. V, what are you gonna do?
Oh no, what does that mean?
Okay, well, let's see. I've got this ghost who is slowly sapping my life away, and I do still have the skeleton. And I've
They
also
are
got this
undead. They
big
are immune to
skeleton.
stress damage.
Well, can ghosts get scared?
Look, y'all were the ones who wanted a sparked zombie apocalypse. It's not my fault that
One of these
everything
days, I'm
has
gonna
no
intimidate
mind.
Somebody, and it's gonna be so fucking impressive, y'all. So excited about it. Okay, well, I guess in lieu of that, so I think, let's see. I want to use the Derringer, or do I want to use the musket? Because the musket is two-handed, so it would be the rest of my hands.
Yeah.
The musket does have spikes on it, so I'm gonna go with that. Okay, well, I'm gonna shoot
Okay, let me see.
I'm gonna shoot the ghost. You know what? Let's shake. Let's
Yeah,
shake things
shoot
up.
that ghost.
Let's see what this does.
That is a miss.
So it's a 16.
Remember, you can spend action dice to increase your result. If you're so inclined. Yeah, you can try and do that.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to be a kind GM here and say do not spend an action die.
Can I instead try and stab it with the
You
bayonet? Or the
shove
musket?
the bayonet cleanly into this ghostly
That's a
apparition,
natural 20.
and it appears to be unaffected.
Okay. Well, I feel like I could have inferred that based on context clues, but we know
Yep.
now.
And I guess you're
For
using
real,
any
we've
spare
done the
ones
science,
to
we have
reload.
the information, and all data
Okay.
is useful. So,
All right.
hey, all right, cool.
Viper,
That
what are
is
you
all my
gonna do?
actions.
Gonna kick him apart?
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna kick the heads off some skeletons.
Okay.
Why not?
I would just like to say that I love the pose for these skeletons in the tokens. They're so
let's,
goofy with their like hands above their heads, like they're gonna spook ya.
Going to focus first on the one that's next to Dorothy. And
That's a hit.
yeah, they're. Okay.
Okay.
Attacking that skeleton. That's a 28,
Alright.
and I'm not gonna activate that crit, which it would be. So damage.
It makes
is
its damage save, surprisingly. Oh wait. Oh yeah, you didn't activate the crit. No.
So I realized I should roll initiative for the meat child.
Okay.
I was banking on big damage, but then it
It does not pass that damage save.
Okay, so I'll give it another. That's a 19.
It's not dead. You like kick
And
half of it
11
apart.
more damage.
Yes, they are.
Okay, that one was. These things are resilient.
Did you crit with a gun before on one of the ghosts?
Wait, you didn't want me to spend an action die on a crit, but an action die on bullets would have worked?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I critted with the
That-
stabby bit on the gun. I didn't
That was
crit on the bullety bit of the gun.
you needed to
So you were like,
establish
"Hey,
that you can't
fuck that
harm
up,
them
maybe-
with your
maybe see what happens."
mortal weapons.
So I'm skeptical
So
of how ghosts work in this world.
I'm not the I'm only a
no one
little
knows.
kind of a GM. Sasha can have a little kindness as a treat. Okay, so that's Viper's turn. Ghosts. What are they
Fair
gonna
enough.
do? One of them's gonna try and sap Meat Child. And then they are going to try and sap Foxglove, V, and Viper. Okay. So against Meat Child, that's a 22. Is that a hit?
How dare they?
Is a 12 a hit? Okay, so that's one hit on Meat Child. Make a Fortitude save for Meat Child. Okay, Meat
Yes,
Child
it's a
is
hit.
not ripped from this plane of
No.
existence. Okay, Foxglove. That's a critical failure. Does anyone want to activate that? Okay.
24.
This ghost wipes out another skeleton.
Hooray!
Whose side are you on, Ghost?
I'll do that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Excellent.
Viper is a
I'll
22 a
decide
hit.
It's
Okay, give me a Fortitude
death.
save.
causes much death.
I mean, to be fair, we are all on death's side at this point, so
Okay, you're good. V,
Yes.
23 is a hit. Give me a fortitude save.
Scroll up there. 28. My soul.
Hey, you pass. Just barely.
Sure is. I would love to. There's some things in the world I would rather do right
Alright,
now.
that's the ghost. So what's Meat Child's
funny.
going to do?
C's get degrees. C's get degrees.
Did this ghost kill this skeleton
Meat
that's tilted?
Child is gonna
Yeah.
take a swing,
No,
I guess,
I'm just
at
trying.
one of the
I'll say
remaining
it's dead.
skeletons there.
I don't recall. These
The
ghosts
one-
have been very clumsy.
To its left.
There's still one directly next to.
Yes.
So you're
Yes.
doing one attack on a skeleton and one attack on a ghost?
Can try to take a swing at the ghost next to it.
It's 14.
Oh well, yeah, yeah. Well, let's see how the skeleton resolves.
That hits.
What's the defense? Out of curiosity. Meat Sun has a plus 13 to hit. 28. Okay. For
Ghosts are mostly just will.
Ghosts have minds.
Oh, do I? Sorry, I didn't. I don't think I wrote down its
Is
weapon
it the same
stats.
axe?
Sorry, I didn't write down its weapons. Oh, I can just. Where's my upper meat child? Yes, the same axe. Sorry.
I think it was like D12, but I don't remember the bonus on top of it. I might be wrong.
What weapon? It is. Yeah. 1d12 plus strength modifier.
Okay. Okay.
Too many characters. Those three. Okay.
It passes its damage save.
So 5 damage.
That's a hit. On a natural 1.
AP2.
Okay.
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 14.
Well, it fails that damage save.
For 3 damage. Oh, sorry, for 4 damage.
Is that
What's the
brawl
DC?
axe?
It's the damage dealt, right?
Yes.
That weapon is massive.
It passes both
Right.
of those fortitude
Which
saves.
means fortitude save or become sprawled if you're hit by it.
Alright, is that Meat Child's turn? Okay, Foxglove is up.
I think so.
Crawls out from under a pile of bones.
It is Nate Child's turn.
Correct.
Foxglove. Did we determine that normal damage does not hurt ghosts? Then it's going to Foxglove is going to move 1, 2, 3. Make one move action, get up to the big guy, and bite this skeleton.
It was great.
Foxglove. I used to give my rats chicken bones, and it
That is
they
a
would have
mess.
like a little cave that they would go into, and they just had like discarded bones everywhere. It was great.
It's a skeleton's turn.
They were so sweet.
Alright. So one of them is going to attack
For
Meat
9,
Child
so it's a miss.
twice. The one that is adjacent. What's Meat Child's defense? That is a single hit for 4 points of damage.
Meats is defense is 19. I just have meat. I have Meat Child's
Okay, so takes 3 points
Meat
of
Child's
damage.
whole
Make that
stat listing under the
toughness
heading of
save.
meat. So
The health,
Meat Child has damage reduction.
what's the health rating for Meat Child?
1. Yes.
So you add, what's the health rating? The Roman numerals? It's if it's plus
what do you
10
add to the
and
toughness?
you're level
Nothing?
7, that's actually not possible. Unless
Plus
there's
10. Oh, I don't have the health rating down. Okay, then. Oh no, that's the S plus the con inside. Sorry. Let me. So, I'm so sorry.
has it been tenderized or not?
What? We have it.
We must determine the toughness of this meat.
Yeah.
Or is it like a gristly sirloin?
Oh, Constitution modifier is added to damage save. Oh, and increases by 2 per size category above medium. Yep, my apologies. Sorry about that. Okay, yep. It's still holding
Okay,
together.
then it is 10.
Alright. So that's that skeleton.
Very
So-
tough meat.
So roll the
How is
20
the
then.
skeleton turned? Did it get ghosted? Why did I turn that skeleton? It probably got ghosted. Okay, V, there's one skeleton attacking you. 11 and 25. Woo! Which one are you parrying? Okay.
I'm gonna use parry, which I've never used before. But very excited that I remembered that I have it. The 25, which is the one that hits. I guess the 11 doesn't. So
But before, since I know you can only use parry a limited number of times per combat, what's your reflex modifier? Can you actually hit a 25?
With success, the damage drops to 0.
Maybe save that. Is it?
So
I mean, it's a good idea, but just not against this particular attack. It's
no.
3 damage, including your
It's a
damage
3.
reduction.
Okay. Never mind then.
All right, Viper. So
All right,
4
well,
small
I'll take it.
attacks
Oh,
and 2
Yeah.
big ones. 23 is a hit, right?
okay.
A natural 1, and then a. Is anyone going to activate that natural 1? Okay, this one gets sprawled. I guess you just like kick it over.
Mm-hmm.
Take advantage of it. You sweep the leg while it swings at you, so that nullifies its second attack as it is
Yeah.
sprawled. And then the big one hits you twice. Okay,
Sure. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
yeah, these things don't actually do a lot of damage. Should have found a better stat block for them, frankly. Little one hits you for 7. And the big one hits you for 4 and 4.
Well, I
And
mean, they
that's
don't have
not
any muscles.
including a
so-
damage reduction. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Dorothy. What are you gonna do?
Yep. I got it. That'll take me down to
Okay.
73 vitality.
Mhm.
Okay. You're gonna
Magic
cast
missile
magic
on
missile.
Ghost?
And how are
Oh,
you splitting up your
I've been
missiles?
forgetting to roll for tainted.
Which ghost?
Going forward, I'm going to do that.
Oh.
Oh, wait. You said that the ritual was something from me.
Yep.
I'm going to send 3 at one ghost.
Yeah,
The one
you can
near
do that.
Viper.
Mm,
Oh, wait. You said that the ritual was slipping from me.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you
Spell casting.
grab a hold of that
grab a
arcane
stronger
rope
hold
once
of the
again.
ritual?
Stop letting it slip through your grasp.
gather that spirit bomb.
29.
Okay. All right, and roll your 3 hits for magic missile.
Not tainted.
Okay.
Then magic missile.
Yeah. So what does this
25.
look like as your magic missile affects them? Because it
tainted.
does.
Okay. It's not force damage, so you know.
Oh, what type of damage is it?
It's just
6, 3, 4.
Make this ghost shaggy.
I'm pretty sure magic missile is force damage.
Okay. It's not force damage, so you know. It's just,
Instead of the
what
hair,
damage is it?
instead you see like go in and
Oh, it is force damage. My bad.
A depth
Okay.
charge.
Instead of the hair, instead you see like a shimmering of energy
Okay.
go in towards the ghost.
It fails its
and,
first
like,
damage
a ball of
save.
plasma
And
explodes within it, and it ripples
it,
in the ghost.
I think it pops,
so it's
considering
like-
the
it's
nature
like,
of your
It's like
The way you
ectopla-
described
ectoplasm depth charges. Yeah.
how your magic
That's
missile
rad.
affects them. Yeah, it just bursts like a balloon in slow motion. Yeah, and its shreds fade and flow away on the wind. All right, V, you're up. What are you gonna do?
gnarly. That's a mighty fine question. I'm so glad that you asked. Let's see. Well, the only things that I can hit with any kind of damage are the things that got what got bones in them. So I'm just gonna take care of this buddy that's next to me. Fill up this boarding pistol one last time. And let's see. There was another thing that I was looking at through all the feats that I have that I never use. That was Black Powder Basics, I guess. Which was, I figured I would get into focused aim.
There you go.
So I'm gonna
And that is
aim
a
at
hit.
this thing. That's one half move, and then I'm gonna shoot it. That's my other half move,
Okay, let's see if you blow away this bag of bones.
and that's that on that.
You do.
Shut up. That's a 23.
It just like flies apart as you shoot it with a shotgun, like you're Ash from Evil Dead. Yeah, you've even got a sawn. You actually did just shoot it with a sawn-off shotgun, basically.
Bye.
Oh yeah. Roll of a lifetime. I did.
And we all remember
Okay.
Madame V's
Viper,
famous
what are you
quote,
gonna do?
Hail to the Queen.
Kick apart some skeletons.
That's all the moves that I have, I believe, because I used half of that to aim. But does that? Okay, I'll look at it. Just continue.
That is a hit.
Yep, gonna try.
Okay.
Keep working on that same one I started on.
Let's see. Will it make
previously.
this save?
Click this button?
6. It
That's
does.
a 28 to hit. Not gonna activate the crit.
They're pretty
13 damage.
tough. Do you want to spend an action die? I know you like to save those for your health.
Alright. Well, my second hit roll was only a 13, which I think is not gonna do it. Yeah.
Okay,
I
that's
don't
a
know
hit.
if I'm gonna need the emergency batteries
There
or
you
not,
go.
but
Yeah.
yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
Jeez, that's a lot of damage. Okay. Will it make this damage
Alright,
save?
I think I only needed one more. So.
It does? Gets a 23.
Alright, let's give another damage roll. 13 more damage.
Yeah. It's like it's like in the
26
Elite Sniper
damage
games
to
when you
it.
hit someone in the bones with a bullet and it
Viper's
shows
punching
that,
this thing and,
except
like,
that it's still
shockwaves
standing.
coming off of her fist.
It's so cool.
I'm imagining you like hitting it in the ribs and like it's like the shockwave goes through its body and like its hand flies off.
Like, we definitely, the slow
Yeah.
motion zoom of bones just shattering
Okay.
under Viper's fist.
The
with this
ghosts
thing
are up.
just won't fall down.
The two next to Meat Child are going to try and drain its life. Well, the first one is, anyways. If the first one succeeds, then it's going to
it's
move
still
on.
fighting.
That is a critical error. Does anyone want to activate it so that it kills the skeleton next to Meat Child? God, these fucking ghosts. Yeah, it. Another pile of bones. I think these ghosts have killed more. Yeah, these ghosts have killed more skeletons than y'all have. What the shit, ghosts?
Happily.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They definitely
As
have.
GM, I will say that is not the case. Okay. Yeah, alright. It's gonna take its second swipe at Meat Child.
Maybe the ghosts
and
are
misses.
Sent by the
and the
god
other
for
ghost
help?
making
Like,
two
to
swipes.
be helpful?
What's Meat Child's defense? Okay, that's it. The first one's a hit. The second one is not, so Meat Child needs to make a fortitude save.
Child's defense is
It
19.
was 19. Yeah.
Okay. So Meat Child's an outsider, right?
1, 2 plus
Okay.
6.
So outsiders. Okay.
9.
When the NPC dies, it is instead banished. Pop. Yep, Meat Child
Yes.
is gone. Okay. V, unfortunately, the last ghost is next to you.
Meat Child. Yeah. Meat Child says, "Okay, bye."
Well, Meat Child
Bye,
distracted the other
bye.
two for a
Thanks
couple
for letting me,
turns.
guys.
So,
Show up, smash on
that's a
things.
miss. And that's a 17. Yes.
Man.
Yes. I will allow that. I think it's less of like actually moving the ghost and more of like dodging out of the way using your training
could I parry?
because we've established that. Hey,
Yeah.
there you go. Success. You avoid
yeah,
getting
hell yeah,
touched
hell
by
yeah.
this spooky ghost.
Ah, it's an 18!
I mean, I think those flowers wilt and die.
Madam V have like a dueling cloak or something.
Oh, that'd be so
Use one of her
Okay,
skirts as like a
Meat
dueling
Child's gone.
Yeah.
Foxglove.
disguise where her actual position is.
Joke's on you, it's just flower petals.
Mm-hmm.
That's alright, that looks cool as hell.
Five does not hit.
Going to bite
Nope.
the skeleton.
All right, it's the skeleton's turns. The two that are left.
Combat.
The very tough one is going
Does a 5 hit?
to
Okay,
attack Viper
does
twice.
9 hit. Okay, moving on.
18 does not hit. A 24 does. And you take 5 points of damage. And then the big one misses you with both of its attacks. Alright, Dorothy, what are you gonna do?
It's-
The ritual? You got it in one metaphorical hand.
Okay.
How's that spell
Okay.
going? Yeah. Okay. Then with my upper real hand, I'm going to cast Magic Missile at the ghost near Madame B. Spellcasting. One away from
Okay.
a crit. Okay, 38. No curse. Excellent. So I'm going to
Okay.
cast 2 at the one at Madame V and 1 at the one above me to the left. So 1, 6,
Okay.
6.
Alright, so the first damage save, it fails. This one pops as well. And then the other one also fails. These things are just no good at standing up to Dorothy's magic. Cannot make a damage save to save their souls. Okay. And your other half action, Dorothy? If you do that, you're going to let go of the ritual. You're going to have to ritualize again to hold on.
I'm going to catch magic missile at the remaining ghost twice, and then 1 at the...
There you go.
Okay, then I don't do that.
All right.
Okay. And then I'll do that.
Yeah. V?
37. Not cursed.
So you're Ento.
Strong grip on that slippery worm.
I spent a lot of my childhood hunting worms, so and other bugs, so yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think. Oh wait, no. Hell yeah, I do have something loaded. So I'm gonna 5-foot step this way, and I wish that rat weren't there.
I mean, her defense is so high.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right.
It's a reflex save.
Well,
That's okay.
Okay.
okay. Well, I'm
That
gonna
is a
shoot
hit.
it with a boarding pistol then. This big buddy who is still standing, I think. And it should go fine. It should go totally fine, and nothing bad should happen. It should just hit the person that I want it to hit,
Yes,
if it hits at all,
it will.
which is a 14.
This is not me humming at anything you did. This is me humming at my...
Which is 11.
Perhaps did not... should have chosen different stat blocks for these skeletons. Because this skeleton has 175 vitality. Yeah. I'll figure something out. And
that's
your other
several.
half action?
That's quite a few.
Oh,
That's more than
actually, Foxglove needs to make a
I guess we
reflex
can just hang out with the skeleton for a while.
save.
That could just be the way that we live.
Oops.
Okay.
That,
Great.
That's bad for a rat.
27. She is full of...
Just vibrating.
Okay, now we have the coffee, so it's +1.
That rat is caffeinated.
DC equal to the attack results.
Hmm. Natural 20 is
Not
27.
a problem.
She is full
Foxglove
of beans.
Okay.
Coffee.
Initiated bullet dodging, no problem.
No, you don't have reach, and your musket doesn't either, even with a bayonet.
You get to touch her.
Am I in stabbing distance of this big fella? All right. Then I'm gonna use that last half action to aim. Yeah, I'm gonna aim at this for the next one. Because we're gonna be here for a while, so I'm gonna get real good.
Madam V just pulls out a deck chair, unfolds it, sits down, and is just like leaning back with one hand pointed in the skeleton's
Minor
general
chip off
direction.
some of the bones. It's like, oh.
All right.
Get comfy, yeah.
Has one of the crew bring over a margarita.
Casually reloading her 4 other guns.
Okay, Viper, what are you gonna do?
Well, if you guys would grow up and just let me set this boat on fire, then this would be easy. I can go for a virgin dagger right about now.
I have.
You know what?
I have
will.
a mildly harebrained scheme that I.
The whales are
didn't
standard
think to set up
characters.
beforehand, so
Hell yeah.
feel free to veto. But if I push this thing off into the water,
I
what are
will
the
allow
odds
it,
that
but
one
the
of those
skeleton's
whales
gonna
is
make
gonna
2
come
attacks
by
on
and
them,
take it?
and one of them might die.
Just swallow it.
I mean, this is the place for it to die.
Seems bad for their big tummies to have a mean skeleton in them.
You got 2 of them.
Yeah, I mean,
That's right. It loses some of the stretch from the.
that is like less than ideal, but it's better than
Okay.
spending 6 rounds chipping this thing down.
But the timing alone.
So I'm going to attempt to bull rush it off of the dock.
I mean, we don't even need it for the
Mm-hmm.
whale to eat it. It's like, I'm pretty sure skeletons can't swim.
Well, clearly they
Yep.
got up here somehow.
It's true, yeah.
It gets a 16.
The whale can, push it out to sea.
So you
dash
move it by
on
5
the
by default,
coral,
plus an
whatever.
additional 5 per 5 you
I
get.
suppose. The whales
So
have
you
a
move it
very
10.
high strength score, so. Alright, this is opposed athletics checks. Mine is a 24.
Yeah, you throw it in the drink, and one of the whales comes by, and yeah, let's see.
Which is exactly enough.
It hits the whale twice.
Jonas's ass.
I do. I don't delete stat blocks ever.
I don't know if you still have the stat blocks for the whales laying around. Okay.
Let's see. Oh. The whales have tough 2. Which means that they can fail
like staying
2
there.
damage. They can fail 2 damage saves and still be
Getting
alive.
into character there.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter. This thing couldn't have killed the whale in 1 round. Alright. I'm gonna just... Is there a whale symbol I can put on it?
Oh, well, damn. Yeah,
Nice.
Okay.
Or like an Eaton symbol. Ah, this one's kind of like. There we go. It looks so. I mean, it's supposed to be like some kind of force field around a person, but it looks kind of like a mouth with teeth. Yeah. Okay, so that's Viper's turn. The ghosts have been dealt with. Meat Child's not here. It's Foxglove.
Could
That
also be
skeleton's done.
maunched and or crunched.
Oh, no. Actually, sorry, I apologize. That skeleton you first moved to
Okay.
is not done. It was just
Foxglove
knocked
is
over.
going
It was
to
sprawled.
Move here
But
and take a
that's
bite.
fine. You're going to activate
Oh,
that
that's-
crit?
Okay, move here and take
One. Yep. There
Okay.
a Got it.
All right.
You know what? I'm activating
Now
it.
that one's dead.
Wishbone, which first step?
Just ripped its whole spine out.
She's gonna move to the one near her mom. Yeah, and activate the crit.
I feel like my purpose of having that
you go. She pulled the keystone out of it.
Got the wishbone and wish for a step.
killing machine.
Oh,
Mortal Kombat style.
Yeah.
I feel like my purpose of
Okay,
having
it is the one
rat-based
remaining
animal
skeleton's turn.
companions, to like
It
humanize
stands up
them is not
and
going very
takes
well
a
when I make
swipe
them
at
into
Viper.
killing machines.
It misses. Okay, Dorothy, what are you gonna do?
What do I know?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I missed. It should have had its turn. I'm gonna do that now because I thought they were all dead.
Magic missile.
it's gonna fly over to
the
Dorothy.
skeleton. Why not?
There's still a
I
ghost.
appreciate you asking for
Oh,
homework.
is there?
There's still a
Um,
ghost.
okay, Dorothy
Oh,
does a
okay.
23
To the-
hit. Okay, give me a fortitude save.
Should get my mouth shut.
Yes.
Exactly what you
I
needed.
was due this week, not next week.
Okay, so you feel it like reach inside of your body, and there is now. Remember, the god of death gave up half of its claim on your soul.
20. Excellent. But there's nothing there.
Rip to you mortals, but I'm different.
Nope.
Um,
No. It
Yep.
just means that chaos gets all of it.
If I were Dorothy, I would just not have a soul.
I'm trying.
mm-hmm.
Okay, so magic missile.
Okay, it passes the first one, passes the
not
second
first.
one, and passes the third one. And now it's at 5 points of floating damage.
2, 1, and 2.
Okay,
So 3 different damage saves, please.
okay. V, what do you want to do? There's one
good for it.
Skelly Grubble left.
We have found the one competent ghost.
Yeah. And then I roll 36 to maintain the ritual.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's a move action.
Got a gun loaded.
Yeah.
Let me just finish that one. Bump, 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 bump. Yeah, I got a gun loaded.
Can can you voluntarily become stolen or sprawled with a free action? And it's a move action.
Viper like looking at V like, we're gonna do that
Alright,
move we
that is.
practiced, right? And then V just
You
like
could shoot over me.
taking 3 steps to the right.
I could just walk
I guess, yeah, that's
around
true.
you.
Wouldn't look as cool. No.
If you want to be basic.
V's just like, I can like hold my arm slightly here and just.
I mean, you're right. The drama is worth living for. I do get a bonus to things when I'm taking dramatic action, I believe, which I've also never used. So fuck it, yeah. We'll call this a dramatic scene, right? Where is that? Fucking heroism. I get a +1 bonus with all attack and skill checks you make during dramatic scenes. So yeah, I'll fucking barrel roll onto the ground between your big old tree legs with my gun. Just go cow with it.
Which makes it a hit. So you actually hit because you were dramatic.
How did you get into my fanfiction?
That's a 13.
+1.
Wonderful.
Dramatic scene.
+1 dramatic scene 14.
It passes its damage save though. Was that with a boarding pistol?
Stupid.
Hey Viper, make a reflex save.
Oh, that's 10 damage.
Okay, so you take 5 points of damage.
Yeah, it was with a boarding pistol.
Yeah, I'm on it. I missed it by 1. That's fine. Not the first time she shot me. I'm sure it won't be the last.
But you missed it by 1? Okay.
Okay.
I mean, you're also
V,
well,
is there
okay, I
any
don't
other
know.
actions that you were taking? Or is that it?
It's only 3 points. I think that's like the least damage V has ever done to me.
It's a record.
Including none.
Okay. Viper? You gonna kick apart the last skeleton?
I believe that's the full thing, because doing the barrel roll was a half, right? Yeah,
Is
and
that
then
it?
shooting was another half. That's all of them.
Okay.
Hopefully.
That passes that
You
damage
softened it up.
save with a 22.
If it's anything like that other one, though, we might be in for it. 21 to hit. And 12 damage.
One motherfucker who has to skate up now.
You gotta be kidding.
Okay.
It's always one.
It does not pass that damage save.
Always
So-
one.
Alright, well.
One
there's
motherfucker who
taken
has to
apart.
skate uphill.
Yeah.
After doing 34 points of damage to it.
They're always oddly good at it, too. Alright, 20 to hit and
Okay.
12 more damage.
Then it's the ghost's turn. The one remaining. It's gonna try and touch Dorothy twice.
Okay.
17 and 21. Those are both hits, right? Dorothy? So give me 2 fortitude saves.
You know, okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm just double checking with my
so
defense.
You,
You know what? I'm
succeed
gonna
once
say
and you
yes.
fail once. So reduce your max vitality by 10.
The save. Okay. 14.
And that is the ghost's
Sorry,
turn.
that was a reflex save. 14 and 21.
Okay, Foxglove has one target remaining. Okay.
I'm gonna 5-foot step and attack twice. Right. I'm going to. Attributes, minus 2 penalty. Flat-footed. Okay, cheap shot isn't
No.
super useful at
They got
this
no
time.
weak points.
And skeletons don't suffer from sneak attack, right?
It's a hit.
Okay. Okay. So 20.
Which does what? It passes its damage save.
For 6 points of damage.
Okay.
You know what? I'm just gonna apply the
And
cheap
that is
shot trick
Foxglove's
onto that
turn,
as
correct?
well.
Oh, you only.
Uh,
Okay. Foxglove.
Opponent suffers
No,
a minus
never
2
mind.
penalty.
I was gonna say Foxglove takes 2
all
stress
attack checks
damage,
and skill
but
checks with strength.
this fight is almost over.
Nope. Attack again. And it's
right,
miss.
it's the skeleton's turn.
Okay.
It's gonna attack minus 2. You said. Okay, it's gonna attack Viper twice. Gets a critical error
God
on
hoping.
the second attack, but succeeds on the first one. Viper, you take 2 points of damage, including your damage reduction.
Mhm.
And does anyone want to activate its error? Okay.
Well, I think that it's a critical error
Yeah,
to
it-
attack
it
Viper
trips
to
and
begin
falls.
with.
Yep. All right, Dorothy, what are you gonna do?
Yes.
Your skeleton's stupid.
I'm going to attack.
Yep,
Just eats absolute shit.
relatively speaking.
Ghost is still attacking.
Looks like an idiot.
You
God.
do not have time for my shit, huh?
I'm gonna. Yeah. I'm going to attack the ghost. Is the ghost? The ghost still alive? Yeah. I'm gonna attack the ghost.
Let's see them damage rolls.
Ghost is still attacking.
Okay, so 2, that'd be
24. That's a
13.
hit. Not
and
cursed.
Then 5 would be 10, that would be 20. Okay, so it fails the final damage save.
2, 3.
There, that
6.
ghost is toast. Okay. All right.
33 to keep the ritual going.
Rolling dice, pass.
No curse.
Okay.
If I knew how much more
V.
rolling it would involve, I wouldn't have
You got a
included
gun loaded
the
to shoot that last
changes
skeleton that
to
has fallen on the ground
aspect
and
of
is half
magic.
blown apart.
Consequences? Sure, that's fine.
You're just gonna execute it.
Mm-mm.
It. Yeah,
I
that's a hit.
don't feel good about it, but yeah. I mean, here's fucking hoping.
The mournful sound of the
I will
ghost.
aim at it, and I will shoot at it.
And it fails that damage save. You blow its head clean off.
Alright. That's 7 damage.
Alright.
Best I've ever done. but
So
it's
that
all
is
right.
that combat done. Yeah, well, Dorothy has managed to keep a hold onto it.
Done.
And Dorothy, give me another spellcasting roll to keep pulling it along.
How's this ritual though?
41.
There you go. Okay. So, the last skeleton falls apart. The water continues to shake and rattle, and
41.
Billiam
Critical,
takes
which
a
I
deep
activate.
gasp as he returns to life, and out of his open mouth comes the great worm. And it is just this giant spectral mass of bones, not unlike what you saw earlier. And it just sort of comes out of his mouth, expanding to be about the size of the ship as it emerges from his mouth. And he just takes the longest gargling sound imaginable as it comes out.
Ugh.
And it sort of like flies up around above you and circles above you and then tilts down and looks with its massive skull at the lot of you on this comparatively tiny raft. And inside of your very souls, you feel it say, "I am ready." And I think that is where we shall leave the session. So I will take us back to the talk screen. Oh, y'all get 1,673 XP for that fight. And I think I will never use that stat block again. Maybe the ghosts. They were okay. The ghosts were fine. They weren't too tough, except for that you couldn't hurt them with normal damage. Right, yes, okay. So thank you everyone so much for joining us on this spirited adventure. I have been your host and GM for this evening, Austin Ramsey, and this stream has been presented by You Don't Meet in an Inn, an actual play podcast about exploring obscure tabletop role-playing games with a rotating cast. You can find both myself and the podcast on Twitter at NotAnIn, and you can find my game design work at austin-ramsey.itch.io. If you are watching this during the month of March, you can catch my Beamsaber Kickstarter at tinyurl.com/beamsaberkickstarter. I like to make it nice and easy for y'all. but not for my players. And on that note, I've been joined this evening by Christine. Wonderful, thank you. And of course, Sasha.
Hi, I'm the creator of the You Don't Mean to End podcast, and I am available for any and all of your voiceover needs. Just
Thank you.
contact me
And last
at
but never
You
least,
Don't Mean to
Hadrian.
End at gmail.com or at notinin.
I have been Sasha. You can find me on Twitter at Sasha_. Now you can follow all my game dev stuff at TCabbage.
Yeah.
That's me. My name
All
is
right.
Adrian.
So
I'm
once
on
again,
Twitter
thank you for
at
joining us.
Adrian.
We will be back again next
come see me
week,
there.
probably to
Look some
conclude this campaign.
And throw some money at it. Always welcome.
But until then, I just want to remind
There's
everyone.
never a bad time to throw money at Hadrian.
Nope.
I did, and maybe that's why I'm running into these problems. All right. See y'all next week.
Woo!